Sibiu, located 280 kilometers north of Bucharest. This old cultural capital of Europe now represents the Azzolo brand. The Italian brand has always manufactured its shoes here in the Rialto factory, which is owned entirely by Azzolo. 380 people work here, painstakingly maintaining the Italian process. They all closely check the quality of the different models all along the production chain. It starts with the arrival of the raw material, which is directly imported from Italy. After careful inspection, leather rolls and synthetic materials go to press. They're cut with a punch, specifically designed by the R&D department in Italy. All these elements combine into the upper part of the shoe. Second step, the preparation of the leathers and materials consists of making the edges thinner to ensure that the different layers of the upper stack up perfectly. Then it's time for the stamping of the material, either to point out the future seams or simply to set the Azzolo seal onto it. At last, Azzolo workers meticulously check the quality of the different elements. Every piece has to comply with the standard or it's taken out of the production cycle. At the same time, the inner Gore-Tex boot is manufactured in a separate workshop. As each inner boot is part of a particular model, it is assembled on special machines following precise specifications. First, liners are cut out, stitched together, then waterproof tapes are laid onto the seams to seal them. Finally, all inner boots are tested. Azzolo counts among the few brands that provide 100% waterproofness. It is only after all these verifications that the elements go to stitching, another step in the manufacturing process. This can be compared to assembling a puzzle. At this stage, Gore-Tex inner boots are integrated. The heel supports are inserted next, and immediately afterwards, a machine pre-curves the heel to avoid any folds on the upper. Some shoes are hammered to avoid extra thickness, as we can see on this shoe. Last in the chain is quality control. Every upper is thoroughly inspected and checked by hand. Last step in the process, the assembly around the foot form, which is the prerogative of great brands such as Azzolo. A wooden form is placed in the upper for the assembly of the boot. A machine applies the leather on the form and fixes the boot onto the lasting board. This is the second layer after the sole. The same process fixes the sides and the rear part of the upper. Then comes the gluing, followed by the manual application of rubber protective sidewalls. Upper and sole are then placed in the oven to activate the glue in order to fix the sole. These elements will be uniformly held together under high pressurized water. Then next into the cold room to improve the effectiveness of the sticking. Once all these operations are completed, the form is removed and the last components of the shoe are added. It is now time to pamper the shoe with a final quality check, as at the end of each cycle. For each Azzolo shoe, there are 120 human actions necessary to its manufacture. Every day, 1,500 pairs come out of the Sibiu factory. All of them undergo this same process. Back to Italy, 1 pair out of 3 is checked again. Thanks to this accurate quality control, the return rate is below 0.2%, a figure that few competitors can be proud of.